I am Heidi and I'm a senior at Bethel Global University, and I did my internship in Thailand. I think we all have in our heads this idea of what missions is, and you go thinking you know so much, but the more I've learned that I don't know any. And I think one of the biggest lessons I learned on internship was ministry. It's loving people by knowing them, and you can't go in thinking you already know them. There was this girl. She was my language tutor. Her name was Tutu, and she was maybe a little bit younger than me, but she was in college in the city that we lived in. And every single weekend, she would get on this bus and drive 4 hours away to this village that she was from, which is a little village called Posai, right on the border of Laos. And she would go to help with the youth in her church. And the youth would go without their parents' blessings. Their parents were all Buddhist, and there were these kids, like young kids, not college, not even high school maybe, but these kids who would leave their families to go to this church to dance and pray and learn Bible stories. And my language tutor would drive every single weekend, these bus rides, not air conditioned, long. She was so inspiring to me because of what was important to her, and that she was in college, pursuing education and these things, but really in her head, she would tell me, she's like, I just need to get back to help these kids. And we got to go to her village a couple of times for some weekends and stay with them. And they have these weekends where they would do all-nighters kind of, and these kids do everything together, and she's there with them, and they cook and they clean and they sleep on a pile on the floor together. And I think where her priorities were, and that these kids and her church and what she was willing to do for them every day was really inspiring to me. When you say yes to God in situations like this, I'm like, all right, God, let's go on internship. Thailand, what's the worst that could happen? It's gonna be great. You end up in situations that are hard, but as they come up, you just do what you have to do. And I think once I got that perspective of I'm here to learn and experience, and I don't have to know everything or be a certain way, then even really difficult things weren't that difficult. And it was more of an adventure, and you can't just miss out on these amazing experiences because you're afraid. And I think I learned that in that perspective, if I'm gonna say yes to God, then He has me. You do things that you didn't think you had to, and it makes you brave.